What's good, fam bam? Welcome back to another episode of Loked Out TV. You already know how we do it. We're gonna keep it loked out, no doubt, for real, coming at you with another loked out reaction, another loked out point of view, another loked out banger. But check it out, before we jump all the way up into the topic of the video, it'd be highly appreciated if you hit that like, that subscribe, and the notification bell. If you got a hype in your pocket you can spare, hit me with a hype it up, throw me in the algorithm. You already know what's up, man. So, also we got memberships available, and check out the merch store, man. We got a whole lot of merch available. I mean, hella merch. A lot of different items to choose from. So now we got all that out the way, man. Topic of the video: Chicano. What is Chicano? You're not Chicano if you're this. You're not Chicano if you're that. You're not Chicano if you're from there. You're not Chicano if you're from here. You're not Chicano this way, that way, up, down, all around, you know. I mean, I'm seeing it everywhere right now, man. This is one of those topics to where it's just kind of like amongst the genre, it's a trending topic, right? And it's always been a big topic, man. You know, it's always been a big topic. So, the Ginger is about to give you his thoughts on the situation. And I know there's going to be fools that's like, this fool ain't got no room to be speaking. He's not even Mexican, is he? He's not Chicano at all. Facts, I'm not Chicano. But, grew up my whole life around Mexicanos. I grew up my whole life around Chicanos. I grew up my whole life in the Raza community. So I have plenty of right to give my thoughts on the situation. Plus, y'all threw it on YouTube, so I could talk about it if I want to. Right? Get over it. It is what it is. Anyways, look. I was having a conversation with a fool not too long ago, right? And he happened to be from Califas. More specifically, he happened to be from Sur Califas, right? Big shout out to Cali, man. Much love to everyone in Cali. Upstate Cali, Northern Cali, Southern Cali, you know. All that, man. Shout out to the whole world. You know what I'm saying? But, his thoughts on, we got on the topic of Chicanos and what is Chicano and Chicano culture and Chicanoculture and all this, right? And he's trying to break it down to me because he's from Su Califas. You know what I'm saying? He's from Southern California. So he knows more about it than I should ever know about it, right? And he's trying to break it down to me why his whole thoughts on the situation was, well, this is what Chicano is. And he starts trying to say that if you're not from California, if specifically Southern California, then you're not Chicano and you can't claim Chicano. And anyone that's not from California, specifically Southern California, can't say they're Chicano. And I had to stop him on that one. You know what I'm saying? I had to stop him like, hey, bro, obviously you don't know what Chicano is, right? Chicano, I mean, you would think that fools would know automatic, like Chicano. You come from you're American and you come from Mexican heritage, right? You come from Mexican lineage, you know what I'm saying? So you got parents that's from Mexico. You come over here, they come over here, they have you, you're born in America. You are Chicano or Chicana if you choose to go by that. Now, you could break it down, man. The whole Chicana movement, it goes a lot deeper than just right here talking about it. You know what I'm saying? It goes a lot deeper. There was a whole movement. There was an entire movement to bring that brown pride, you know what I'm saying, to the forefront and bring the Raza together and unite as one. And, you know, for a while they was even linked up with the Black Panthers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it goes that far back. It isn't just this right here what we talking about right now. But that's a whole different topic for a whole different video. You know, and I'll be happy to dig into it if y'all want me to. But just drop a comment below. But it's a beautiful story. It's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. But a lot of individuals want to, and this is what I'm seeing on YouTube also, individuals want to corner this Chicano culture, this Chicano, um, you're only Chicano if you're from California. It's all about California. It's all about California. Well, much love to California, but y'all got to get up out the box and understand that the world's bigger than California. You know what I'm saying? If it's all about California, well, then y'all should just only want California money. You know what I mean? Y'all should only your viewers should be from California if that's the way you feel. If you feel like you can only be Chicano because you're from California and it's all about Califas, well, then you shouldn't want nothing outside of Califas. You shouldn't want no outside money from Califas. You shouldn't want no outside viewers from Califas. That's not from Califas. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't want anyone that's anything or anyone that's not from Califas to support you, because you don't care about nothing else, right? You don't want to understand that the world's bigger. It's bigger than that. You know what I mean? Just like lowrider culture. You see it back here on the screen. A lot of individuals would like to say, "Oh man, that's straight up California." It will start, and it's a good argument. It is. It's a good topic, honestly. But if you really do your history, lowriders didn't really start in California, and this is a it's what's the word I'm looking for? A controversial topic. But a lot of individuals will say, "Hey, lowriding did not start in California." They'll actually tell you that it started in Texas, more specifically El Paso, Texas. Big shout out to El Paso, Chuco Town. What's up? The 915, right? Also, back during the Zoot Suit riots, the Pachucos, you know what I'm saying? If you do your history, a lot of that style, a lot of that cultura that all these fools that only want to act like it's, California is the only thing that matters, but they would, and here's my thing. It's all good to have pride of where you're from and your, all that. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, don't if that's all you care about, and you don't care about Raza that's nowhere else, and you don't want to look at and you think that the only way you could be a Chicano is being from California, well, then you shouldn't want no views or any type of financial help from any other state, any Raza from anywhere else. You should only want it from your area, since it's like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't care about Raza as a entirety if it's like that. And that's the truth. That's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? Look, Chicano is exactly what it is, And I know a whole lot of first generation Chicanos. I went to school with a lot of first generation Chicanos, right? That their families came from the border and they was born here, and yes, they are Chicanos, and yes, they are Chicanas. You know what I'm saying? And I also grew up with a lot of Mexicanos, man. They was born in Mexico and brought over here. You know what I mean? And to live a better life over here. So I'm just saying, this whole label that individuals are trying to throw out there, right? And I also seen individuals throw out the Miklo story. Well, Miklo spoke Spanish. You know the part where he's in the cell? Oh, you speak Spanish, Weddle? Well, parrots can too. And Miklo busts down the whole thing. Well, Chicano's not the way you dress or the way you talk. This, that, and the third. Okay. Here's one thing about it. You can have love for the Chicano culture, all that, but that doesn't make you Chicano if you're not from that lineage, at least. You know what I'm saying? At least some part of that lineage. But if, just like speaking Spanish, a language doesn't make you, what language you speak doesn't make you anything. It doesn't make you any more this, and it doesn't make you any more that. You know what I mean? But yes, I do agree that if you're not from this lineage or like that, if you don't at least have one uh Mexicano parent, then no, you're not Chicano or Chicana. You just can't be because you don't have any Mexicano lineage. So you obviously can't be, but you can still have love for the culture and be a part of the culture and part of the community and be that. You know what I mean? And it's that simple. It's really, fools want to make it so much more difficult than what it is. And it causes so much more division than what it should. And that's the whole point of this video, right? Everybody's so worried about, well, if you're not from here or you're not from there, and it doesn't matter when it comes to certain things. You know what I'm saying? A lot of fools want to use that, but it doesn't matter. None of that matters. All it's doing is causing more division, right? And all it's doing is, well, I could put myself up on a pedestal because I'm from here, right? So really what you're saying in a nutshell without even coming out and saying it is, I'm better than you because I'm from here and you're from over there and I'm better than you. Well, that doesn't bring unity at all now, does it? No, it doesn't. It doesn't bring unity at all. And let's don't forget, if you want to talk blood in, blood out and the whole, all that, let's not forget that Güero, for one, Miklo was Chicano. You know why he was Chicano? Because his mother was Mexicana. And all this crap, well, if what your mother is does it. Man, shut the hell up with all that. Okay? Y'all come up with some of the weirdest things. Okay? If your mother's in your bloodline just like your father's in your bloodline. Okay? It's all still your bloodline. You got both. You're both of them. So if you have a Mexicana mother like Miklo did, yes, you was born here, and I don't know, maybe his mother was Chicana, so that would have made him a second generation Chicano, right? But that's my point. Everybody wants to find that fine line. You don't speak Spanish? Oh, hell no. You're not Raza. You're not Chicano or Chicana. You know? Oh, you're not from this state or this area? Ah, hell no. You ain't Chicano. You don't know nothing about the cultura. Man, come on, man. Kill that noise. Kill it. Because it really, on some real shit, if you want to bring unity and you're trying to bring education and unity to the genre and to the world, because over here I got love for the world. You know what I mean? Then you're causing division by the way you're doing what you're doing. This whole califas. You're not Chicano if you don't speak Spanish. You're not Chicano if both your parents aren't Mexicano. You're not Chicano if you're not from this part of Califas. You're not Chicano. I mean, come on, bro. Kill that shit. Kill it. And start giving props to where props are due, man. Because there's a whole world out here to where, you know what? Not everything comes from one area. And believe it or not, like it or not, the outside world, because California, shout out to California, but California most definitely seems like it's in its own bubble. Y'all like to be in y'all's own bubble. And I love it. I respect it, man. I would, once again, nothing but love, man. I got a lot of subscribers from California, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And I understand that it's like a bubble over there, you know what I mean? But believe it or not, the outside world, outside of that bubble, does indeed, what's the word I'm looking for? Does indeed influence California too. It does indeed influence California too. Lowriders, once again, a very interesting topic, but there's a lot of individuals that can pull out history and tell people, hey, lowriding did not start in Southern California. They made it wonderful. They made it great. And then you got some individuals say, hell yeah, it did. Well, that would be a wonderful topic. And I would love, like, that's my type of topic right there, right? Because I love lowriders. But there's a lot of individuals that say this did not start in Southern California. And then you got a lot of once again, major topic, but the whole cholo scene, the whole zoot suits, that whole culture right there, they'll also say that did not start in Southern California. It was influenced from outside of California, and California got it. And once again, they put their touch on it and made it great. But that's the thing about it. That's the beautiful thing is that areas can grab things from certain, from this, that, this, put your touch on it, and then it's a whole beautiful thing. You know what I mean? But you can't just say, well, try to take all the credit and say especially trying to just tell people like, oh nah, like once again, bro, you can't tell people, oh, you're not Chicano. Like that fool I talked to, only Chicanos come from California, Southern California to be exact. Come on, bro. what are you talking about? That makes no sense whatsoever. Obviously. But all I'm saying is, much respect to everybody. All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, all this, the way not everybody, but the way certain individuals try to throw it out there and put it out there, you're causing division. You're causing division. But yet, you still want support, and you would still accept support from everywhere else when obviously you don't care too much about everywhere else. You know what I mean? Like the Raza outside of this bubble doesn't even matter, but yet you would love the money. You love the money that you get from the views. You love the support that you get. But at the end of the day, do you really care about them? Because according to certain people, they're not even Chicano or Raza or this or that, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro, kill that noise. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. You know what I mean? And I don't know if I said this, but I think I got a little off topic for a minute. But if I didn't say it, I'm gonna say it one. If I did say it, I'll say it one more time. And if I didn't say it, well, I'm saying it right now. If you want to talk about Miklo still ended up running. He still ended up being the head of it all. He still ended up being that guy. You know what I mean? So that little prison cell scene in there with Santana. No, it wasn't Santana. That's damn American Me. Anyways, was it Santana? What they call that? What was that fool's name? Anyways, man, that whole prison scene. It doesn't matter because he still ended up becoming El Mero Mero. So, what does it matter? You know what I mean? So, that being said, drop a comment below. Let me know what y'all think about it. Let me know. I would love to know what y'all think about this topic. It's a very interesting topic. But, I just feel like if you want to bring unity and you want to show love to the Raza and the cultura and all that, then show love to the cultura and the Raza and all of it as a whole. The whole, everybody. Don't just pick and choose what's what and who's who, and you think that is correct just because that's your thoughts and what you think and how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Because just because you think it and just because you feel it and just because you express it doesn't make it correct. You know what I mean? And that's my thoughts on the whole situation.